Hey, I just wanted to talk a little while. I am giving a life update, so they are planning on discharging Momma Wednesday, and everyone says, "Oh, that's good, that's great," right? I don't know. She feels back to the same way. So, what good is it feeling back so out of it again, so completely just drained that she can't stay awake and she keeps falling out, doesn't even know she's falling out. If they discharge her from here, which it'll be based on whatever the infectious disease expert says tomorrow. So she leaves here and has the appointment at 12:30. 12:30 is the appointment there. We've got to somehow get all of our stuff out of here and get ready and be ready by tomorrow to take everything to the house and then have that appointment. And then somehow or other, we're supposed to have. We are supposed to have everything out of here and be ready to go home. But at the same time, depending on what they say, if they give her more oral antibiotics or if they give her an IV, if they give her IV, then she's staying here. But we don't know that. And they're pretty much set in stone for her to get out of here. So I'm like, well, what good is it staying here? What good did it do to stay here if they are not going to give her what she needs to get better? What good did that do? And I've been so out of it and tired myself, I don't know, I mean, completely just zonked. I have symptoms of Hashimoto's, and I think I gotta have that seen about. But Mama's important. Mama's priority. She's still gotta have the other kidney stone taken out. And that appointment comes the day after her dismissal. Not the kidney stone removal, but the appointment to talk to the doctor that's going to remove the stone. And go from there. Then they want her to remove her endocrine, they want to remove her parathyroid glands. So it's like, what do I do? And I see her saying, "You're just worrying too much. You're worrying too much. You're worrying too much." And today's nurse just looked like, well, I didn't like the looks. I didn't like the looks that she gave. I didn't like the looks. It's like, just like a look that it was not, like things are not getting better. And they said they saw a great improvement in her skilled abilities, though. They said they saw a great improvement in her skills or ability in therapy, but after that she crashed again. She can only go for a few minutes and then crash. And she can't stay awake. She's got an infection. And that infection keeps her from staying awake. And then she gets so frustrated. And when you try to get her to do, the exercises, get up and everything, she gets so frustrated and moody. And it's like, and she said, "I don't mean to. I don't know what's wrong." I know what's wrong. It's that infection. It is that infection. And if we can't clear that infection up, then it's almost like, well, she's probably going home Wednesday. And then what? And then what? Same old, same old. There's no medical care there. You go home, there's no medical care there. And we have so many things to do that home health is impossible. Home health is not even on the table. I mean, if they can't get her well here, then she's just like, Anyway, much love. Keep us in your prayers. Prayers for those in Israel in these unprecedented and prophetic times we live in. God bless. Please pray for us. I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. And the advice that I'm giving to others, the advice that I gave to others, I tried to make them feel better with. And I tried to put on a smile. I told this little boy, I stopped and prayed with him because he was losing his grandfather in the hospital. And I said, would you like me to pray with you? I had so much faith. So I prayed with him, and he asked me, he said, why did my grandfather have cancer? And it cleared up when I prayed. And he said, I got to experience 2 extra weeks if he had no symptoms. And I said, well, look at it this way, that God gave you those 2 weeks, that your prayer did come true, and God gave you those 2 weeks to experience the time you did with him, so you can have that wonderful experience. And he said, I never looked at it that way, thank you. And he hugged me and started crying, and then stopped crying because I made him feel better. But the advice that I'm giving to others, that it'll all be okay no matter what, is difficult to it's difficult to emulate. It feels like I'm going back into uncertainty. And the issue that I have, that Hashimoto's type of issue, stress and worry amplifies me. And I worry about not just Mama, but both my parents. Alright, anyway, I probably talked enough. Prayers to those out there dealing with this conflict, this unnecessary conflict, these unnecessary evils we see in this world, and prayers to everyone dealing with all of this mess. God bless you. I love you all. Please pray for us.